cilantro shrimp dish is made with a twist you're going to love. It's all in the oil that you serve over the shrimp. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make a fantastic dish. It's cilantro shrimp. And the main ingredient besides shrimp, obviously, is cilantro, but this is going to be with the cilantro oil. We're not going to put a lot of spice on the shrimp. We're going to use some paprika, about a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, and about a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. And we're going to make an oil that's going to go over this when we're done. This oil is going to have the cilantro actually in it, infused in the, we're going to put it in the processor. And I'm using a 3/4 cup of olive oil. I've got 2 peppers, red and yellow, no green. Green would change the taste of this. These both are nice and mild. Bell pepper, green bell pepper is too much for this in my opinion. And a little bit of lime juice at the end. And of course, cilantro, we're gonna use it a couple of ways in this dish. This will be fantastic. Start off by cleaning your shrimp, and then we're gonna make the oil because we're going to actually marinate this for about 30 minutes in the cilantro oil. All right, we're gonna make our cilantro oil first. We're gonna have a little bit of garlic in it, just 1 clove is all we need. And I'm gonna add some salt as well. I'm gonna use about 1/2 of this bunch to make the actual cilantro oil, and then we're gonna save the other 1/2 to go cut it up and go over the shrimp once we're done. Here comes our entire 3/4 cup of olive oil, just a little bit of salt, our garlic, and this should be plenty of cilantro. And we're gonna take this down nice and smoothly. Okay. So we let this come back down. I'm gonna pulse it a few times. Now we're gonna put our shrimp in a bowl. And we decided to go tails off. You can leave the tails on, but you want them deveined and obviously the rest of the shell off. All right, so we'll save this for later. Now we're only going to use about 1/4 of this, but I'm gonna get every bit of it. There's some people that think cilantro smells or tastes like soap. And if you've got some gene or something, I should have looked that up because that's an interesting thing. I love the taste of cilantro, and you either love it or hate it. And if you hate it, it probably is because it tastes like soap. Anyhow, I'm not gonna use all this, just a little bit. And I'm gonna save the rest of it for when we get done. Paprika, cumin, and the cayenne in here, and I'm just gonna mix this up. And we're gonna let this marinate for about 1/2 an hour. And I would say I used a little more than a tablespoon of paprika. This is good. We're gonna cover that up, put this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna cut up all of our other ingredients, and then we'll be ready to cook. While our shrimp is marinating for about 30 minutes, we're going to go ahead and cut up the peppers really nice and small. And we want obviously the yellow and the red. Take off all this pith. Make sure you don't have any seeds. And for 1 plate, this is plenty here, so we're gonna do that, but I'm gonna slice this. I need some glasses for this. So we're gonna go like this. Nice small pieces. Put that in the bowl. Chop this up nice and finely. This is the cilantro, and our cilantro is ready. Cilantro is a member of the carrot or parsley family. It came from southern Europe and Asia, and it's one of the oldest known herbs. It was grown in ancient Egyptian gardens. In fact, its seeds have been found in Egyptian tombs. Shrimp appeared in Roman and Greek cookbooks as early as the 4th century AD. The oldest documentation of people eating shrimp is 3,000 years ago, discovered in South Africa. The notion of sautéing shrimp with cilantro, and often adding lime, likely originates in Mexico. So there's a couple of ways to do this. You could cook these all separate in a pan. I'm gonna put them on a skewer, and I'm gonna get some glasses first. Put them on so they are touching each other. Let me get this right. And that helps them to not dry out as bad, especially if you go like this. You do want it to be able to lay flat though. All right, so these have marinated for a good half an hour. And I'm gonna put one more on here. Yeah, because all you gotta do is do that, and then you're back. All right, so these are not as tight as one could get them, but they're close enough. And we're going to get our pan smoking hot with oil first, and at the very end, I'm gonna add the butter just before I put the shrimp in. I'm looking at about 90 seconds on one side, about 60 on the other. I've read where a lot of people go for 2 minutes, 2 minutes. In my opinion, you're gonna kill these things. They're gonna be rubber. Okay, because they will continue to cook a little bit after they're done. So after you take them out of the pan. So we really are looking at about 90 seconds and 60 seconds. If your shrimp are a little bit bigger, these are 21 to 30 count per pound, then you know they may take longer. And of course, if they're smaller shrimp, they'll take less time. But if they're translucent, they've gotten opaque, then you know they're good. Let's get our oil going. We want this hot. By the way, we started our rice. Our rice is done. You could make this with pasta. And if I were gonna make it with pasta, I would use angel hair because I like angel hair. You can use whatever you like. But the thing is see, we have this cilantro oil, which is gonna go on this, and that's gonna be good on the rice, and it's gonna be good on the pasta. Either way. I mean, you could put literally just nothing but olive oil on pasta and a little bit of salt, and it's fantastic. But this is gonna be even better. All right, and everything else is ready. We're getting our pan nice and hot because we're gonna put these down, we wanna cook them, we wanna be done. All right, it's starting to smoke. I'm gonna put the butter in at the end. We're gonna let that melt completely. If you put the butter in to begin with, you will burn the butter. And now we're gonna put this in, and this is one reason not to do it this way, because this is too big. So measure your skewer. We're looking at about 90 seconds. Although this one's not touching, I want to get this one on the pan. There we go. All right, we're gonna turn this over. I'm gonna turn this down. So we don't burn them. Oh, they're cooking nicely though. If you did this on a grill, it wouldn't matter because the heat's going to come to it. But on a pan, they got to be level. And I would say those are done. All right, we got some rice here. Look at this. This is just right. Look at this. Go to my video, Teddy's Chop Suey Rice. I'm telling you, this will come out right. This is jasmine rice. And we're just going to lay it like this in a row. I don't know how much skewer we have left. Our cilantro oil. And we're going to finish this off with some cilantro. And that is cilantro shrimp right there. We're going to put a little more lime on it, or actually some lime on it. And that's enough, and I'm going to put just a final little drizzle of the oil on here because that's going to be good on that rice. We got everything together. I'm going to take a try on this thing, see how it goes. I think it's going to be good though. I'm going to take this end right here. And look how much oil is in the rice. See, that's part of it because that makes the rice taste fantastic. All right, here comes a bite. Totally done. I didn't cook it that long. Totally done. Not overdone, not raw. Taste the cilantro. I'll tell you what, on this rice with some of that oil in it, look at this. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna love this. This tastes great. Come on, Miss Brooks, come try this.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Isn't that great? Hey, that's going to be good. You got to try this. This is super good. If you like cilantro, you're going to love this. This is a classy, super easy to make. Doesn't take that much time. It's a great dish. Listen, if you like this, like and subscribe, post a comment, post a photo of one of my videos, and I'll see you next time on
While you're in the kitchen.